Hey, Rip, and I'm back again with another video. Moments ago, Cameron goes off on Lance and Rivera. That's right, y'all. For those who may not know, moments ago, Cameron took to IG to respond to Lance and Rivera's comments in his recent Art of Dialogue interview. All right, for those who missed what Lance had to say, let's check out this clip from his interview with Art of Dialogue. Then we'll get into Cameron in his response to Lance Rivera's comments. All right, before we get into it, make sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Okay, also hit that notification bell so you can get the latest uploads. All right, now, yeah, let's get right into the clip that Cameron is responding to over here on his Instagram page. Let's check it out.
Hey, before we go to the clip, man, welcome to my channel, b.i.g. Excuse my collar. It's very relaxed and lazy, you know what I'm saying? Real relaxed edition. So welcome to my channel. Please shout out to his channel, you know what I'm saying? Salute to him. I watch his content a lot. Please like and subscribe and check out the full video there. One thing I'm not going for is the Cameron Slayer. That dude, the Cameron Slayer kind of mentality, you know what I'm saying? We stand with Cam, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna stand with Cam. Win, lose or draw, you know what I mean? Let me see what he get into, because we going at every victim. Now, I'm going even at my twin, Omar Gooding, you know what I'm saying, Junior, or whichever one of the twins. They used to call me dude from Baby Boy. They said I looked just like Pete, whatever his name is. So let's go. For me, keep running my mouth. Let's go into the clip, man. We're going to see. We're not going for the camera on stuff. .tv. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
From Confession of Fire, he would have done a better job at the verses in Madison Square Garden, because all of those records from Confession of Fire was #1 records in New York City.
Now, yes, Confessions of Fire, one of my favorite Cam albums, and was platinum back then. I don't know if it's his only, I don't think it's his only platinum album, but either way. I wasn't in New York around then, around the East Coast, the vibe, but I know Cameron was making that noise, you know what I'm saying, around that time, you know what I'm saying? It even documents how he could have made more noise, but different politics kind of held that back. But, you know, I know New York stand behind their own, so I'm pretty sure they would have got on that if he did that at the verse. That's factual. All right, so like you said, check them out, man. Like I said, man, Cam has the right to say whatever he wants, especially my book. And he took what something Rivera said and kind of twisted it, or he's taking it as a form of disrespect, saying, hey, I'm giving you tips like you should have did this, you should have did that. Well, he's saying they should give you tips in life or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I gave you 20 G's, you freeloading off people and this and that and the other. You know what I'm saying? It was a knee-jerk reaction, or it was a genius play. You know what I mean? So, Rivera, I don't know too much about him, but back in the day with the whole alleged stabbing and what involvement he had with b.i.g in the music and all these different people on the East Coast, he was around all that time with the Pac b.i.g East Coast, West Coast alleged conflict or whatever. So
it's about his first album, Confessions of Fire, saying that he don't perform songs from it.
Well, I mean, if he had performed records from Confession of Fire, he would have done a better job at the verses in Madison Square Garden, because all of those records from Confession of Fire was #1 records in New York City.
Comments about his.
All right, y'all, as y'all can see, that is a specific clip that Cameron is responding to. Again, I'll make sure to leave the link in the description so you can check out the full interview. But in Cameron's post, he responds to Lance's comments, and in the caption, it reads, shaking my head. Yo, Lance, you might be right, but I will keep my opinion to myself, especially since I sent you over 20,000 in the last year because you're homeless and was sleeping on Jacob York's couch. Freeloading. I feel bad.
He just strikes me every interview I see. He's well spoken, and he strikes me kind of a bitter victim. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't need to be that, but that's what it strikes me as. But anyway, man, let everything he said to do in the comments. What do y'all think? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all stand with Cam? Do y'all stand with Do y'all believe one or the other? Do you think it's too petty for Cam? All these different things, man. Just throw it in the comments, man. I'm gonna interact with you. You know what I'm saying? Till next time, be safe, take care of each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm KB, not the only one, not the lonely one. Long live D-Mac, long live Pooh Beer, Inglewood though. Man, if it's anybody you don't get, receive, take money from, borrow money from, it's 50 Cent and Cam. They will not let you forget that. It will not let you forget. I don't know if it's true, but I don't care how down bad I am. I'm not taking 20 from Cam. I'm not taking a red cent from Cam, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? I know that might come back if we fall out. We ain't gonna fall out though, Cam.
For you. You're too old to be homeless. Then asking for my connects for book deals, movies, etc. But I'll talk more about it on Talk with Flea. And don't try calling me neither. You open this can of worms again. So let me tell you more shit that I've never said. And I don't want to hear it wasn't that crazy. When a nigga help you when you down bad, it should only be I have nothing to say about Killer. That's my nigga. All right, now again, that was Cameron responding to Lance Rivera's comments in the Art of Dialogue interview. Again, I'll make sure to leave the link in the description so you can check out the full clip. Like I said, you know how these interviews are. They're always clipped up in different segments. And in this one, as you can see, Lance is speaking about Cameron and the Versus performance, okay, and how had he performed, you know, some of the other albums from his discography, right? You know, maybe things would have been differently. I mean, come on. At the end of the day, like I said, you know how these interviews are. You know, guests are brought on to, you know what I mean, share their truth about certain things. And with Cameron right now in this situation with Revolt, I mean, yet again, another opportunity to, you know, use this as content, but also to respond back to some of the narratives that we see, you know, in some of these interviews with guests. Because like I said, Lance Rivera, if you don't know the history, like I said, I'll make sure to leave the link in the description. But as you can see, Cam, he ain't playing. All right. Just last week, he went off on Omar Gooden, you know, setting him up with this movie that, again, basically was done, a prank, all just to get back at Omar Gooden, they're back and forth. So as you can see, Cam is sitting back like, you know what? Let me use these opportunities. All right, let's be strategic and respond back using the platform via Revolt, because again, that's the new situation that Cam is with right now when it comes to Talk with Flea. And but yeah, it looked like Cam, he ain't playing. It looked like he got more to talk about. But y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on this back and forth between Cameron and Lance Rivera? Again, do you agree with Lance's comments in the Art of Dialogue interview, or do you side with Cameron? Okay. Again, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. But again, I also want to know, are you waiting on a Cameron response to Omar Gooden? Because just last week he dropped part 4, Fix Your Mouth. And I don't think Cam will be responding anytime soon unless they got a serious situation. But again, that's, you know, between him and Omar Gooden. I'm just curious because here he is. You know, he just dropped the episode yesterday or 2 days ago with Memphis Bleak on Talk with Flea. And here we go. Another episode. This time look like he's going to be going at Lance Rivera. But again, I'm curious to know, what are your thoughts on Cameron and the controversy involving him and Lance Rivera? And also, do you think that after hearing Omar Gooden's Fix Your Mouth Part 4, that Cam should eventually step in that booth and, you know, cook up an official response to Omar? Again, I'm just curious, what are your thoughts on all of this down in the comment section below? But again, that's all I got for y'all today. With that being said, my name is Sensei Rip. Till next time, peace.